while we on Hard Knock Life tour, you came out with Ha, which is 400 Degrees album. Jay was listening to Ha. Let me tell you, he spit the verse on the bus. Because you know Jay writes in his head.
Yeah, and the crazy part was, boy, a lot of people in New Orleans, we ain't heard him on that. The hip hop heads was going crazy.
Yeah.
But the hood, they was like, man, why you did that, man? You selling out. I said, what? Yo, Ja, I got questions.
Juvie, I got questions.
What's
Juvie,
up, Ja?
what's good, my brother? Ah,
Good to see you
good to
once
see you.
again,
How you
brother.
been, man? How you been?
Cooling, man. Up here in this cold area with you.
Welcome to New York. Hold up, before we get started, I got something to warm us up a little bit. Bring out that A&O. Yeah.
How you say it? How you pronounce it?
Amber and Opal. This is my new whiskey.
Nice.
We call it A&O for short.
That bottle crazy.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, a little sip of dew. That's good for me. Cheers, my brother.
What a smell on there.
It's you know it's got a little smokiness to it. So if you're not really a whiskey drinker like that,
I'm gonna get
this
it.
is for the whiskey curious though, Julie, which is good. It's a honey whiskey.
Damn, it's good as hell.
You remember how we met?
I really don't.
I don't either. I ain't gonna lie. I remember when I first heard about Cash Money. I had a group called Cash Money Click. So when y'all
wow.
Word to mother, word to mother. So when y'all came out, we was like, yo, these they got our name and they popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause we, you know, my group, we didn't really pop off like that.
You know what I think? I remember they had another Cash Money
It was
Click.
Cash
I
Money
think so,
Click,
bro.
Yeah, we was in East
yeah.
Coast, and it was three of us, me, my man O, my man Black. And that was my first entrance into the music industry. But you know, situations happened and
Things changed up.
yeah, that didn't get the move. You know, my man Black, that's my brother. You know, he went to jail at the time. He had to do 5 years, so that kind of split up the group.
Okay.
And they didn't want to kind of push us out. And anyway, we wasn't big enough for them to still work with the project. So that was my first like introduction into who y'all were as.
Damn, that's a hell of a way to get in.
Word. So at first I didn't like y'all. I was like, I don't like these guys. We Cash Money, they Cash Money. But then I grew to love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all putting out all the dopest at that time. So here's another funny story, right? So while we on Hard Knock Life tour, you came out with Ha, which is 400 Degrees album.
Yeah.
We love that album. So I don't know if you know this.
Yeah, I was
we hip hop heads.
so curious about New York. Me being a hip hop head, that really meant a lot to me.
Heads in New York.
Yeah. Well, I know. I mean, that's why I look at New York as.
I'm not gonna say all New Yorkers. I'm gonna say the camp that I came up with, like Hove and Rockefeller and X and Rough Riders and you know Gotti and me and all my dudes. We were hip hop heads.
Yeah, that's what I am.
Like straight hip hop heads. Like when wasn't listening to NWA, I was. Wasn't listening to UGK, I was. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
When you know we kind of got up on y'all and we listened to that 400 Degrees, Jay was listening to Hot. He's like, oh, I got a verse for this. He's like, I'm gonna have to reach out to the homie down there and let them know. I don't think y'all knew, but he just wanted to jump on it. So how did that come about? Did he just get on it, or did he ever call y'all?
Because let me tell you,
I knew it. Because let me tell you, he spit the verse on the bus. He's spitting his verse to you on the bus. Because you know Jay writes in his head.
Yeah.
So he wrote that sometime in between while we just listening to the album and vibing off. He wrote the verse. So maybe 2 days later, we all on the bus. He's like, yo, I got a verse for that high joint. And he starts spitting the verse. And then maybe a month later, he was on the joint. So I'm like, wow.
And the crazy part was, boy, a lot of people in New Orleans, we ain't heard him on that. The hip hop heads was going crazy.
Yeah.
But the hood, they was like, man, why you did that, man? You selling out. I say, I'm what? I'm like, what is you talking about? I was like, bro, listen, bro, y'all too NWA'd out, bro. Y'all too, like, bro, I listen to everything, bro. I listen to Jay-Z, Biggie, Pop, however y'all want to, you know, separate things and split them up. I'm like, bro, they all talented, bro. So I listen to them all. So when Jay-Z jumped on the song, a lot of the cats was like, man, you just trying to get New York to be, you know, behind you. He just jumped on the song on his own.
I'll tell you though.
And why not? See, the other part was, I was telling them, you right, bro. Like, you want to win. If you want to win in the music industry, you have to win both, the East Coast and the West Coast, and the
South.
So I was telling them, like, man, why I gotta be in a category of? I just want to do good music with the most talented people out here.
You could tell though. You could tell that you are influenced by hip hop because when we were listening to you and Wayne, y'all different. Y'all spitters. Y'all could feel the cultural influence from not just the South in the way y'all cadences and the way y'all rhyme. So
and
we definitely picked up on that.
Jay-Z, what? Man, I had arguments with Wayne about Jay-Z. He was like, man, Jay-Z the greatest rapper of all time.
Yeah, he like, what about me? I'm Juvie, nigga,
where we
4
rank
million
at?
soldiers.
I'm like, what me and you rank at, bro? Because I'm looking at him like, bro, I think you the best rapper.
And
you know,
the crazy
I was saying it back then.
But let me tell you something, Juvie. At that time, when you was moving them records like that, we was just starting to really move those kind of units. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like the bulk movers was Snoop and Pac and Dre and them out there. We came after that moving bulk. Like that was, like Gotti walked into Def Jam like, you see how the West Coast doing it? They move records in bulk. That's how we got to do. We got to move, because you know Def Jam, we was happy to go gold. You know, Redman, Method Man, they was hitting with them gold to just going platinum, and they was when we came in with a different attitude, like yo, we need 4, 5 platinum.
I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. Cash Money model was that part about the record sales part. The other part that I thought was so genius about us, we didn't put singles out. So you had to buy our album.
We didn't even really.
Yeah, so I think that's something we brought to the game that we changed the game, because Universal was looking at it like, I ain't putting no singles out.
It was a singles game.
Why would I go against
you had to put
Why
your
would I
single
fight
out
against myself? Why would I put a single out and sell 1 million copies of this single and then my album just sit my album shelved over there?
You got to go buy that album.
You got to go buy it. So you're getting forced to buy the album for 2 reasons. Because we want you to buy the album, but the other reasons is I want you to hear what else I got to offer.
You know, it's crazy. We all, we were all coming up at the same time, but we were all watching each other.
We was.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotti was
watching
spirit. It was a competitive
Baby and them was doing, and Baby was watching what Puff and Jay was doing, and we were all watching each other, and we all was watching what Prince did and what Suge and them did. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Man, what was crazy about our era, everybody could sell records. Everybody could be successful.
I ain't gonna say everybody, but
I mean, when you cracked in that top 10 and
you was moving.
You know what I mean? And you can pretty much, if you stay consistent, you can pretty much stay there. You know what I'm saying? You don't go do no duck, no weird.
These days got short attention span, so it's like
exactly. That's what it is.
Moves. But the internet did that. Information is so fast now that kids don't have time to really live with a record or live with a single or live with an album or project for longer than a week.
DMX and Jay-Z to me, like, you know what I'm saying?
My favorite.
Yeah, bro. Like, listen, bro. Nobody scared me on tour or stage more than DMX. This dude, and look, we both drank. He'd come give me a bottle of him and tell me, like, man, you going on? I'm like, yeah, I'm going on before you, bro. I'm not going on that. Like, I see X, we get a little sip, X go in the corner, kneel, pray.
Yeah.
And then go out there and then climb the speakers and cut up. I never seen nothing like that in my life. I always look at myself as being one of them hell of a performers.
Yeah.
I'm scared to death of that dude. I never, but may he rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace to the dog.
I would never go on stage after that dude. I feel like that dude was the greatest performer I ever seen in my life.
It's so crazy because I came up with these dudes, X and J.
Right.
So on the Hard Knock Life tour, I took a lot of that out from them. Like, I watched J and X go through that you know, that epic battle of.
Oh yeah. I heard about that story.
The dog's energy was so, you know, it was so electric. He'd be on the stage and he got the crowd going crazy, and then 10 minutes later, he got him crying. He's saying a prayer.
Man, he brought, listen, bro.
Then after that, he take off his shirt. The chicks is
take him through emotions,
yeah,
bro.
It was.
He like prayed with him. He cried with him.
The dog had a different emotional connection to his audience, and Jay realized that.
Yeah.
First night of the tour, like, okay, that's that raw energy. It's just a connection that I can't beat that connection that he has. But he can't rap better than me. You know what I'm saying? This is Jay. This is Jay. And Jay was like, I'm gonna acapella some of these. Get this, you know what I'm saying? And he went out there and mastered that situation into where it was like, okay, now I'm captivated by it all.
In the beginning, man, I used to look at Jay performances and be like, man, he's not.
Because you don't have that energy on stage like that.
But I feel like he evolved with his stage performance.
He learned how to command and own the crowd and audience.
Yeah.
You know, I was a fly on the wall. I was the young lion learning.
Yeah, you was around all that.
Yeah, I was a fly on the wall, and I'm a sponge.
How was that for you? You like, you know, being with Irv, because boy, that's one cat I always wanted to beat from. I never got an opportunity.
Oh man, he would have loved it. I wish he knew that, because he loves you too. Irv loves you too.
Y'all ain't never called to put me on nothing, man. I'm like, man, Irv ain't never. I got balls.
I hate hearing this right now, because I would have loved to have Juvie on my. You know, sometimes when you the young coming up, you know, you 4 times platinum, Juvie. I'm thinking, Juvie ain't want to get on my little records and do my little, till I got, you know, blow up myself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then it's different. Then you can approach it. But man, I wish I'd have known that.
Now, when you see, you know, when you in the South, man, you see people on TV, you see cats doing their thing. Mm-hmm. Most of us from down there, we like it wasn't too many rappers we didn't like. So, you know, when you came out, holla, all your cars bouncing on the beat. Yeah. Man, we saw that. It was like, man, who this is? You know who we thought you was? We thought you was with DMX. Right, when you came out, The Voice, I was like, that nigga gotta be rolling with DMX. And then I
was part of both camps, kinda. You know what I'm saying? I was with Rockefeller, I was with Rough Riders, but you know, like I said, I was a sponge. I was, you know, so here's a good story. When I was doing my Cash Money Click album, I was the only one with a record deal. Jay and X didn't have record deals, and they was on my album with Cash Money Click.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? As the tables turned, you know what I'm saying, and they started, you know, becoming the big stars that they are, I always felt like I belonged. You know what I'm saying? With them. I always felt like that's my class right there. Even though it didn't happen for me first, I knew it was gonna happen for me. I knew it would happen for me eventually when I got my turn, when I got my shot. I belonged on the stage with those guys because of how I started.
That whole run y'all had together, I think that was huge, bro.
Irv wanted us to do the Murder Inc. project.
So Irv was gonna do all the beats?
I don't know if he was gonna do all of them, but he would have probably tried to do most of them.
Been in there like, doing all the beats.
I'm sure, you know, Just Blaze and Swiss would have had something to say about that. You know, Pharrell probably as well, and Timbo as well, because you know they were all doing a lot of production for Jay. So I'm sure we would have got a little bit of everything. You know, we'd love to get some Manny on there.
That would have been crazy.
It would have been a crazy project.
It definitely would have been a crazy project.
Yeah. I just seen y'all recently did Hot Boys.
The Hot Boys reunion.
How was it? How did it feel being back on stage with your brothers, man?
Man, emotional for me.
I know how it felt for me as a fan. I was like, this is dope.
I was trying to hold my emotions in while we was on stage, but if you watch it, when people watch it watch the show, they see me turning around a lot, because I kept on turning around like, wiping my face like, man, I wonder if people know what I went through to get my brothers up here on the stage together.
I love that, man. Like, I hate to see groups and artists split up that have been cool for so long. I hate that. I wish we could all get along and be there. Like, I hate that for hip hop.
Listen, I had that same experience with Bone. You know, what's the name of the song they got? For the Love of Money?
Yeah, For the Love of Money. Yeah.
One time I was in Cleveland with them, and for the first time I saw the whole group together. I didn't know that song was that long. That song is about 5-6 minutes long. Right, that song had like 7 people on it, and they all had full verses, like 16s. And man, that's a group that people didn't want to see break up either. Yeah. Like, I don't know if they back together, but man,
it was sad for me too. We did Juicy Fest together, and they wasn't all together, and I was like,
every time they say they're gonna be together, they have a show together.
They never all together.
Somebody's always missing. Yeah.
I hate that for hip hop. So I was happy to see all y'all back together. It don't even be no real be mad about each other. It'd be petty.
It'd be more of time heals all.
Exactly.
Let's have that conversation that we couldn't have years ago. I think social media put so much on it.
Put a lot of pressure on it.
Yeah, you know, I was telling Turk that. I said, man, I wish you would have got out and then nobody taught you nothing about social media. We all have our regrets with things we see on social media, and I tell him now that day, like, yeah, bro, I'm cool, and dude chilling, you know, and I want everybody to have that same vibe in the group, you know, so hopefully they see this, man. I love all y'all, and let's stick together.
I'm glad. I thought Wayne was the missing link to the whole.
Wayne is actually the one that's making it happen. He just let me, he let me big brother.
Cheers, my brother.
Cheers, my brother.
Did you get the #1 album?
It never went #1. Wow. The only #1 single I ever had is Slow Motion.
People don't realize how hard it is to get that #1.
Yeah. No, you know when I felt good, I knocked Fat Joe and Usher off, but then Fat Joe came right back and knocked my right back out. That Lean Back was. Lean Back, Slow Motion, and Confessions.
Yeah.
Them 3 songs. We wore it at the top of the chart. We all of us hit #1. Yeah. But we stayed there for Gotta Be Damn the whole year, bro.
People don't realize, man. It's a tough fight to the top, man.
It is.
And to stay there, like, cause I've had records that sat at #2 and 3 and just didn't get the spot, and I'm like,
what I gotta do? Like, what I gotta do?
Britney Spears been in this spot for 30 weeks, like, get out of here. I didn't know the magnitude of having a #1 record, a #1 album. One time I'm in LA, this before I had my first #1 album. So I'm in LA and we go to Dublin's, bubbling in Dublin. We go to Dublin's. So the lady that ran Dublin's, she was a strict chick. She didn't play that. You wasn't A-list. I catch you next week. You know, when you're bigger. So she destroyed my ego one night. Jay's there. Jay's about to go inside. He had about 10 people with him or whatever. And, you know, she's ushering Jay to the door and shit. And I get to the door. She hit me. She stopped me. She said, John, baby, we got bigger fish coming through here tonight. I was like,
I'm a trout.
So Jay's looking. And Jay's like, I ain't gonna do my little man like that. Like, Rue, you coming with me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I got my people. I was like, you know what? I'm cool. We gonna go somewhere. I ain't gonna come in without the homies. Embarrassed, pissed, everything. I'm like,
all that in the back of your mind.
All that in the back of my mind. I'm like, yo, word to mother, man. So a week later, my album comes out, goes #1. This is why I understood the magnitude of that. I go back to Dublin. Not even thinking that, the #1 album would get me in Dublin. I'm just thinking, I'm a little hotter than I was, man. I'm a little bit hotter. Maybe you should give me some grace.
Steam on me.
I get to the door. She sees me. John! Who you have with you? I said, God, that's what a #1 record will do for you.
That's what a #1 record will do for you, man.
And that's when I understood. That might have been my moment where I was like, you know what, I made it. I could get it Dublin with 10.
I got a story like that. So my album comes out, right? My album drops. I'm excited as hell because now I know it's nationally distributed by Universal. So I'm excited. I'm like, we're going to New York. So I get the jet. I'm not knowing. I'm back in those days. I'm a Southwest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Actually, I'm gonna go out style. I get the jet. We flies up here to New York. So I'm saying to myself, man, where you gonna go? It's like, where can I go at? I be seeing on TV. So I went to Harlem.
Right.
I'm going to Harlem. I'm all through Harlem. I'm walking it. Nobody don't know me. Man, walking past me, looking at me, and they be like, keep walking. So I'm saying to myself, like, my shit must ain't selling up here. I don't know nobody.
Right.
They even know me up here. So we go to Universal to the office, and I'm telling them, like, man, we got to come up with some kind of street team or something out here so I could work New York. They said, man, you just gotta focus on the Southern California. We're gonna work New York for you. So I'm like, I ain't gonna do no numbers up here. They said, we don't know how you're gonna do here. You know, we gotta see. So I came back up here again. Follow Me Now came out. Second trip, I said, nah, they got to know me.
They got to know me now.
They got to know me, bro. I goes on 1/4, man. I go shopping around there. Same.
No love.
I go in the store, I'm taking like, dude, you know, give me a discount, this cash money. Dude, like, man, we don't know. Man, you gotta pay like everybody. So I ain't getting no discount, no exclusive. So, like, I'm gonna drop 2 singles. I still ain't won New York. Man, lo and behold, bro, they dropped back that. I came to New York and
they
we
backing
flew.
that up on you
we
now.
Flew United. We flew United. Man, I'm talking about the moment I got off the plane.
Yeah.
They was greeting me. What's up, Juve? Juve, what's up? They singing the lines. Are you working with some ass?
Nothing like
I said,
that
man,
feeling,
I made it. That was my I made it moment. Imagine an artist from the South in an era where we didn't have too many artists from the South.
Yo,
popping.
New York is a tough region to break. I didn't break New York
it was hard.
first either.
Listen, this is what I was told. I was told by a guy, they said, man, you coming down here, you performing at the tunnel. I said, yeah, man, I've been watching this all my life, so this is on my bucket list. That guy told me, like, you sure you want to perform at the tunnel? I said, what you mean, man? Like, what's so dangerous about it? He said, man, listen.
It's jungle.
They boo New York rappers.
The tunnel's the jungle, man.
So I said, so when the last time somebody from out of town came here and rocked? They said Snoop Dogg in '94.
Real rap. Real
so
rap.
he hit me with the dude gave me the best advice I could get. He said, look, Juve, if you really want to rock, sing her. Don't sing no other songs.
Yeah.
Sing her.
Sing what they know. Yeah.
I sung her 5 times.
Yeah.
One song all night. I rocked that. Boy, I was so happy to walk out of the tunnel. You know, when I walked outside, they said, well, look, y'all get in y'all cars and pull off. I said, why? Why we gotta pull off? I want to chill with the people. He said, oh, no, man. The Rough Rider dudes, they had a shootout last week. I think they're gonna swing back this week.
There's moments in hip hop history in New York when certain artists came to New York and did performances that it's still, we talk about them to this day. Cube came to the Apollo after he had beef with NWA, and he came to the East Coast.
Oh yeah? I didn't know he came. It was crazy.
He came to the East Coast and started making records with
the East Coast. Yeah.
He did the Apollo. The first time after his beef with NWA, No Vaseline, came out. Didn't perform it nowhere yet. He did the Apollo. Remember Cube had the Jerry curl.
Yeah.
He did the Apollo, came out, took his hat off, and he had cut the Jerry curl off. When I tell you, start throwing knots of money at this, like, yeah! They was like, we got him, he's with us! So it was that, it was that, and then when Snoop came to Queens, Trafalgar Square, I mean, shut down the building. Shut it down, like, breaking into the club to get in. Like, it was that much, it was crazy. So I know what you're talking about when you had that moment, and you come to New York, you're like, all right, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
In hip hop, man, if you can win in New York, you won. You know, that's just the rule of thumb. What's so great about New York, you don't have to win the rest of the country for artists from here. Yeah. You can go platinum right here.
For sure, LA's like that too.
Yeah, LA's like that. Yeah. But for us, we need New York and LA. Yeah. You can't go platinum in the South.
It's crazy.
By itself.
I didn't have New York.
It's kind of crazy, but it just don't happen.
When I dropped Holla Holla, I didn't have New York. So I didn't break in New York. I broke in LA.
Okay.
Holla Holla.
But your music was kind of like it had like a LA vibe to it. It did.
But it's so crazy. Like, you know, Leo called Hot 97 and was like, yo, what's up? Like, how are you letting a New York artist break on the West Coast? So, you know, West Coast is kind of, and New York is similar. You know, if you get LA, you'll get Oakland, you'll get San Francisco, you know what I'm saying? It starts to trickle down. Same thing with New York. If you get New York, you'll get Baltimore, you get Philly, you get DC.
You get the whole
you know what I'm
East
saying?
Coast.
It starts to trickle. Holla Holla didn't, after the big, Can I Get It was big with Jay. And then
it was playing every 2 minutes.
Everywhere.
Yeah, bro. Like
for some reason, when I put out Holla Holla, New York didn't pick it up and be like, yeah, this is our guy. We're gonna champion, you know, Rule and play his music, you know, after the big record he just had with Jay. They didn't do it right away. LA did. Big shout to DeMizza, Damon Young.
Okay.
DeMizza grabbed that Holla Holla record and was like, this is crazy, and went nuts with it in LA on the West Coast. That's why you see me, I did the video out there, I'm in the 6'4". I'm like,
yeah, 6'4".
I'm gonna show love to showing me love, you know what I'm saying? Like, my own city ain't showing me love. I'm gonna go out to LA, the West Coast, and do my video out there and show them some love. Then we went I did the rest of the video in Rio, in Brazil.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you.
Brazil crazy, bro.
We wanted to go find the video chicks that nobody had in their videos, that you know what I'm saying, that didn't exist, that's we literally went there like on a Wednesday, set up cameras and just filmed on the beach.
Who was the director?
Hype shot it.
Yeah, see, that's why.
Yeah.
Hype did all your videos.
He did.
That budget was crazy for your son.
I had big budgets, yeah.
Very
Hype
big.
ever shoot with y'all? You ever shoot
Never.
Hype? Never shot Hype?
We wasn't spending. I'd be sitting there. See, this the funny part about me and Cash Money. I was content with, you know, what we had before we got the deal, because we was, we was already millionaires. So I was content with that.
Right.
It was like Universal. I was like, okay, what they gonna do for us that we can't do for ourselves already? It was like, you're gonna be in New York. When they said that, I was like, okay, that sounds good right there. But what about everything else? We was doing so good in the South region, y'all. I know. I swear we didn't.
You know, this is a crazy story about y'all. So when y'all all signed to Universal, of course, we all in the same building, so we all hearing the Cash Money stories. So there's a story that they cut y'all like a $3 to $5 million check, and y'all didn't cash them. Maybe them didn't never cash them. They just left like, yeah, we don't.
They had to give us another check.
It's like the most told story to Universal. Like, you know, these didn't even cash the check.
We didn't need the money at the time.
That's what they was like, yo, these did money
so
out
when
there.
we came to Universal, we was like, we wanted them to call us Cash Money Millionaires.
Right.
It was like, well, y'all Cash Money, we
get money already. We good over here.
Don't say Cash Money. Say the Cash Money.
We get money out here
on Cash Money Records. Yeah. Well, we was stressing that. Like, what y'all mean by it? Bro, listen, y'all probably don't know who I am. You know, everybody else probably don't know who I am. But I say in the South, I'm a little god down there. I got another question for you though. What was it like doing a video with Jenny from the Block?
J-Lo.
Cause you was pretty close to her on that video.
So,
was y'all in a relationship, or what was going on?
Nah. You know, I like to have good chemistry on set with my female artists that I'm working with.
Okay.
Because it just makes everything feel and look better to the audience. And you know what I'm saying? If you have great chemistry with your so me and Jen had great chemistry. Me and Ashanti had great chemistry.
Yeah, y'all had good chemistry, bro. Y'all made hits back to back.
I mean, you know, it was such a good time, such good energy, and I was writing all these records, Julie. And so
you remember now we can go back to the bus.
Yeah.
Because you was telling me that. You said, man, I'm writing all these songs, bro.
Yeah.
I'm writing these songs for this, and you was telling me all the artists you was working on. I was like, but it dawned on me. I'm like, bro, right now you are the music industry.
I hung my hat on being that, being different, being me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I can kind of put together any kind of music. You know, who knows? I may try some country.
Yeah, man. See, Nelly did it all. Nelly did.
He did
That's my bro.
records.
I tell him, like, man, what made you do country music? He said, I made country grammar.
Yeah, real talk.
Wasn't the far step.
Real talk. Wasn't the far step. But he, you know, hip hop is so dope. It's the only genre music that can mesh with all genres.
Exactly. Exactly. Man, I'm listening to these country songs like right now. Everybody around the club getting tipsy. What's his name? Shabuzi.
Yeah.
That's
Shabuzi.
That's hip hop.
Yeah.
That's a country record. That's straight hip hop.
Yep.
That's what this dude Naquan, whatever his name from back in the days. That's his song.
Jaquan, I think his name.
Yeah, Jaquan. When I heard the song, I said, man, I used to be vibing like hell to that song. He done took that song and made it out a hit. So let me make you laugh. So I got a deal with Ghazi, with Empire. I got a little P&D label deal.
Big shout out to Ghazi.
So I told him, man, tell that dude to redo
up. Touch the music.
I be trying to tell these stars like, man, y'all come on, touch the big ones. You know, if you gonna sample a song, sample back that. And do it the right way, like you did it with Tips.
How you feel about that? About new artists sampling your music?
I want more artists to do it like that.
I'm cool with it too.
Yeah. Don't take the record and try to redo exactly what I did. Take it in another direction and reinvent it. Yeah. So I love when them cats do that. And the truth is we can't get paid.
A lot of artists are using my old stuff, which is cool. I love it. Like some artists be turning them down, telling them no, I don't want my to use.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Some of that be trash, and you gotta turn it down.
Some of it is not good. Some of it's
gonna bring you down with him. And then if he's out there doing something that you don't agree with, something that you don't condone.
Right.
You don't want to get painted like he getting painted. So yeah, but I'm cool. I'm back, man. Listen, me and Manny first turned out a lot of.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, won't Beyonce sample it.
Yeah. All right. That's what these big. But
Drake sampled. I was happy.
Julie, you never know though.
Yeah. I'm trying to put the word out there.
You let one of these new young boys sample it. He may be the next big.
I got a question like, what was it like? And I want to know, how did it happen doing a song with Stevie Wonder?
Oh man.
First
of all, Stevie,
living it up. What?
First of all, I love Stevie. We talked about letting our records, let people do records. So Stevie owns the records.
See what I mean?
He owns my record as well.
He got a bag on you.
Exactly.
Thank you, Stevie. You proved my point.
Thank you. But for us back in the day, like you said, the single game wasn't no more. We stopped selling singles, so I didn't mind giving Stevie the record because I'm like, okay, you own the whole record. But that record will help me sell this album.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We're not putting it as a single where you get all the money, Steve. We're gonna put it on the album and let it sell the album. So, but Stevie, man, he's a musical genius, man. Like I love Stevie.
Yes, bro.
And Stevie's funny. He's a comedian. You know what I'm saying? He'll do like grab you and say, "Yeah, you see all these."
I've been hearing
ladies in here. Like
I've been hearing this like that.
Do you?
I've been hearing I heard Snoop say he FaceTiming. I'm like, what?
Yo, Stevie's funny like that. He like to play. After hearing all of these stories, I'm like, it's nowhere in the world. He does this on. Either he can see a little bit, or he does this on purpose to fuck with people. You know what I'm saying? I think that's where he's at with it. But love Stevie, man. Amazing talent, amazing man. But Stevie, I love Stevie because he's cleared a few records for me. He also cleared Thug Lovin', which was his record that I did with Bob. That was what's his version? Being with him, it's my love you, I love you, I love you. That was it. Yeah, I get involved. I took that and made loving, thug loving.
That dude is a genius, man. All his songs, the songs that he made for to women.
He's a genius.
So yeah, man, you hit something off my bucket list right there with that. I always wanted to work with Stevie. Because my mom was a diehard Stevie fan, so I grew up listening to this man like crazy.
Stevie cool like that, man.
I bumped
he gonna own the whole record.
I bumped into him one time. That's another story. That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I ain't get the opportunity to work with him.
My favorite record from you is definitely Hot. Definitely Hot. I love that.
You're a hip-hop head.
You're
a hip-hop head.
You and the big body Benz, huh?
Yeah,
You
man.
the bro jeans, huh?
You know what's funny about that song? I'm gonna tell you a story about that. That song was a spin-off of a song called Soldier Rag. I had an album came out before that.
Okay.
That's the album that got Universal coming on and looking at. Really, everybody was coming on and hollering at us, trying to sign us. But the song Soldier Rag was so big in the southern region because here comes a rapper that's not really rapping. He speaking in third person. So the song ain't about me. It's about you.
Right.
So, it's like, you ever had that homie that could get in your ear, you like having them around, and you like, well, I see how you did that. You do your thing with that, bro. Yeah. He see you with the girl that everybody want, he get behind, he's like, knock that down.
Yeah.
That's what I
did.
Is rapping in third person. So I knew when people heard it the first time, it was gonna be something like, what am I? what am I listening to? Is he rapping? Like
it was so different.
Yeah,
It was
when I heard Jay-Z rapping on it, it was kind of like a shocker because I didn't think people, I didn't think New York, everybody from New York was gonna catch on to what I was trying to do. I was really trying to show my rap skills, to show that I can be different.
You did all that on that joint.
That's what I was trying to do.
For sure.
And I wanted to etch out, my personal space in the hip hop industry.
And you did, because we in New York, we spitters first. We want to rhyme.
Oh, I knew that.
So we was like, yo, this is a problem. Like, Juvie's a problem. Like, so you did that with that. You know what I'm saying? You definitely did that.
But like I told you, that song, man, that song was the song that made me know who my fan base was.
Yeah.
Like I said, I came here and the song was out, nobody knew me. I came back a year later, I came back 2 times. I came back like a whole year later and it was on me. And Jay-Z was part of the reason why. Shout out to him for that, man. That song made my career, brother. So thank you for, liking that one, making that your favorite.
Man. We here, man.
Then you got me drinking whiskey.
I got him sipping it. Yeah, we ain't no whiskey drinker. We got him sipping a little bit.
It's good, y'all. I can't even front. It's good. It tastes good as hell.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man.
My favorite song of all time that I made, I gotta say it's 400 Degrees. It's 400 Degrees. Yeah. That's why the album was named that.
Yeah.
And the reason why, because, most of our songs we recorded together is normally Manny Fresh and everybody else in the group in the studio together. This song in particular, Manny made a beat and left me there by myself, me and Joe Casey, and that was my first opportunity to do a song with nobody else's opinions, my way. And man, that song, I still love that song. That's my first song when I walk out on stage. I don't care where I'm at. And it get the energy, get the people going.
Yeah, I love that.
What's yours?
I like the more personal records. That's like how you said 400 Degrees personal to you. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for me. My favorite. I don't know, man.
That's when you got a lot.
I really, because I really, like I really love Daddy's Little Baby that I made for my daughter.
Okay.
I feel like that record she can always listen to and get like a life lesson, that a jewel or a gem that she may not have got 5 years ago, 10 years ago, but she'll get it now as she gets older. She'll pick up more and more gems as she gets older.
Yeah.
That's how that record is kind of laid for her, you know what I'm saying? And if she keeps, as she listens to it,
how old is she
she'll
now?
see that. She's 29 now.
Oh, she probably got it.
Yeah, so she probably got all the gems by now.
That's right.
Yeah. But that record, but then there's another record that really, really is dear to my heart. It's called Passion. And in that record, I kind of just let out all of that I was going through, the beefs, the Fed indictments, the everything. You know what I'm saying? It's in that record and why it is and how it is and that's the thing about music. It's therapeutic when you can.
It is. It's our little own moment of truth, our opportunity to say things and get some of that stuff out of us. Because we hold, us as artists, man, we hold a lot of in.
We do.
We hold a lot of in. And sometimes when we get our opportunity to be creative, we put exactly what we feeling at that time. That's right.
Me and R. Kelly was having a crazy conversation. It's weird because it's like people get in trouble and then it's taboo when you bring up their names.
Man, you talking about one of the
for me, I don't give all that.
Yeah, we talking about one of the greatest singers of all time, man.
But we was having a conversation, and our conversation was about Whitney Houston and writers. And I was like, he said, man, I feel for Whitney, and I wish I could do something for Whitney right now. He said, because see, me and you, John, if we go through, we can write through our pain. He said, Whitney's going through something right now. She's not a writer. She can't get it out.
Yeah.
And that never dawned on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do when you are when you have that beautiful dynamic voice, but you don't actually write?
Oh man.
Because I write for people, you know what I'm saying? And what I do is I try to get into their psyche. I try to get into their mind and what they would say if they could write. But it's still not the same as you being able to, you know what I'm saying, to ink that pain yourself and get some of these demons off of you, and you know, out through song. It's therapeutic, and for her not to be able, or certain people not to be able to do that, I think that's kind of tough for people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what? You don't realize what people are going through until they're gone.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Man, some of the stories that came out about Whitney after the fact, I was kind of tripped out on it. You know, and I was like, man, I wonder if these new cats in hip hop is paying attention to this stuff.
Yeah. So you know, it's crazy because I knew Whitney, and so it's like I knew she wasn't the person that we see on the screen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not that she was a bad person, but like that person was just cookie cutter clean, and you know, Whitney, she cursed and smoked, and you know, she was Whitney. You know what I'm saying? And that too is like a painful thing when you can't be yourself.
Yeah,
too.
when you can't be who you are. Yeah.
I just thought that was interesting when you know, because I never looked at it from that perspective. You know what I mean? Like being a writer, being an artist that can, you know, pen through their pain versus an artist that can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The ones who don't write, I guess they have to find another way.
Yeah.
They gotta find another way.
Yeah, and that way may be through other things. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? Like word of mother. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Crazy. My brother, I'm glad we had this moment, this
Man,
time.
I'm glad we had this moment. This
Word
is
of
great.
mother, man.
Great, brother.
Juvie, what else you got, man? What else you been working on, man, on the business side?
Man, a few different businesses. You know, I got the cannabis, of course.
Yeah.
I got these pens. One is called
Come on now.
400 Degrees.
Come on now.
The other one is called Woody. Well, it's 400 degrees. And it's Woody.
You the 400. You the
They
400.
straight sticks. We only sell those in Colorado because you know it's fully recreational in Colorado. So
Yeah. Here too. Yo, fully recreational New York too.
Finally.
And Jersey, yeah.
We don't have that. I don't know. Louisiana, y'all got to get y'all.
Now, come on, hold on. I got to taste this.
You hit that. I can't hit that.
I ain't lungs, neither. You hit that shit harder than them.
Hit that. So look, I got my papers.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, I need one of these because this is all I smoke.
And look, this is a 100 box.
All I
Look,
smoke
let me
is
show you.
cones.
They call them cones. I call them bats.
Rappers got everything, okay?
Trust me.
Everything.
Trust me.
Coffee,
Clothes,
liquor, whatever you think of, rappers got it, yo.
All right, dog, I see you.
Juvie, my brother. It's been
Good seeing
real,
you,
man.
man.
Good seeing you,
It's
my
been
brother.
real.
For sure.
I'm gonna take this with me.
Yeah.